Madness. House of Fun. It's 96.5 Bolton FM. So, it's Monday afternoon, as always. I'll be with you till 3 o'clock. Only today, I'm joined in the studio by a very special guest, someone I've not actually presented a radio show with in 4 years. It's Paddy Johnson.
Hey, thanks very much for inviting me on the show, Danny. I'm very much looking forward to it.
It's alright, you're going to play some country music for us?
Oh, sure, yeah, I don't mind. I've actually brought my guitar into the studio, so by all means.
I think we'll have to have a live performance. And another guest that we've got in the studio with us today is actually, my dad's here. My dad's coming to the show.
Hello there.
It's my birthday, by the way, so we're all celebrating a little bit. We've got some Kygo and Whitney Houston coming up shortly, some Atomic Kitten, but first, it's ELO. Don't Bring Me Down by ELO on 96.5 Bolton FM. It's obviously we're talking today a little bit about memorable school trips. So we've all been on school trips, haven't we? Have you been on school trips before, Paddy?
Oh yeah, that's right, Danny. Yeah, been on a few great school trips.
What's your What's the one school trip that always stands out to you? What's your best memory of it?
Well, it's difficult to be honest, buddy, because not actually been on one from ages. I was just thinking just before we went on air as to what my favourite one would probably be. I reckon there was one that I went to, but it was ages ago, probably about 8 years now, but it was to Crosby. You know Crosby with the...
Where's Crosby? I've never heard of Crosby.
Crosby's, it's not, if I remember rightly, it's not too far away from Liverpool.
Right.
But it's nice to some sand dunes and, by the beach. There was these statues which were there, which we went visiting. Like I said, probably about 8 or 9 years ago, but it was on like a GCSE course that I was on, a creative and media diploma.
Yeah.
And we were getting some inspiration for an art module that we were doing, and there was all these kind of figures, statues, which were kind of there on the sea. So there was these giant, what were they made out of? That
the metal, aren't they?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Sunk in the sand, aren't they?
Yeah, that's right. They're brilliant though, statues. Yeah, I'd say that's a memorable one. Very, very enjoyable.
Good. And I want to hear what the people of Bolton have to say. What's your favourite school trip you've ever been on? Paddy, what's the numbers? How can they get in touch with us today?
Oh yeah, sure, Danny. To contact Bolton FM, you can text on 60300. Start your message with the word Bolton, followed by your message and your name.
Hi, I Love Kygo featuring Whitney Houston on 96.5 Bolton FM. Today we've been talking about memorable school trips. Paddy, that was outstanding before. That was a fantastic story.
Oh, thanks, Danny. Thanks very much.
My dad's in the studio as well. Dad, have you ever been on a school trip?
No, not really, no. Mind you, it's a long time ago. We didn't do that sort of stuff, did we?
You never went on a school trip or anything?
Not that I can remember. We went to the Octagon Theatre here in Bolton once.
What did you watch?
No idea. It was that long ago. I've no idea what it was.
One of my favourite school trips. There's two that stand out to me. The first one, high school, 2008, year 7. It was the end of year school trip to Alton Towers. And we were there, we got there first thing in the morning, the teachers just let us go, we all separated into groups and we just parted ways, went all around Alton Towers. It was amazing. And it came to the end of the day and they were like, right, no matter, we're going to let you all go, but 4 o'clock, everyone needs to be at these gates, ready to get on the coach, because we need to leave at 4 o'clock anyway. It was 3:30. Yeah. And you know what it's like at Alton Towers, the queues are quite significant. You queue for an hour before you even get on the ride. And a few of us, now this is before anyone had iPhones or smartphones. We were 12 years old in Alton Towers just before that whole thing exploded. So we went on our phones and our watches and we set the time back an hour, from 3:30 to 2:30. Then we got in the queue for the Oblivion. An hour we were in the queue, got on the ride, eventually got to the coach at about 5:15.
Oh, hey, that's hectic.
To be greeted by about 100 miserable faces. Like, the entire school had been on the coaches. All the teachers, everyone had been sat there waiting for us. We didn't know. All of our phones are all wrong suspiciously and all say the same wrong time.
Hey, that was the start of the menace in your daddy.
But yeah, I want to know what your story is. Get in touch with us. Find us on Facebook and Twitter. Just search for Bolton FM. Right, said Fred on Bolton FM. It's Monday afternoon. We've been talking all about memorable school trips today, and first of all, we'll say a big hello to Richard, who is listening at work. Hello, Richard. We all say hello to Richard. Hello.
Oh, hello, Richard.
You're right, Richard. But also, Alan's been in touch and sent us a school trip story. Are you ready for this?
Okay, buddy.
So he says, we once went on a school trip to a castle. Our teacher hyped it up for days. We're off to one of the first castles ever, he told us. So the day came and we were all so excited. We arrived in the middle of a field and everyone was like, where's the castle? Our teacher exclaimed, surprise, this is the castle. It was built of wood in the 11th century, so no longer exists. And then my friend Sarah sat in a cow pat. That sounds like quite the memorable school trip. Keep the stories coming. We're going to be reading all of them out. Find us Facebook and Twitter. Just search for Bolton FM. Murder on the Dance Floor. Sophie Ellis Bextor on 96.5 Bolton FM. We've had a text, right? We've had a text into the studio. We talked about school trips. I'm asking everyone to tell me the favourites, and we've had a text. There is no name on it, but if you were listening, I need you to know that this made me laugh out loud quite a lot, okay? It says, my most memorable school trip was when we went to Blackpool in year 3 and bumped into Noddy Holder and Orville the Duck in the space of 10 minutes. Sounds like quite the trip to Blackpool, that, doesn't it?
Hey, that's a good one.
The View, how long on 96.5 Bolton FM. We've obviously been talking about school trips, and Danny's been in touch on Twitter. Great name, by the way. Danny's telling us about his trip to... he once went to Cadbury World at school, and he says it was pretty sweet.
Hey, that's a good one.
That is good. The next track I'm about to play is one that I only found about 2 days ago. It's brand new. And it's from the band Blossoms. Do you like Blossoms, Paddy?
I'm not sure. I've heard the name. I'm not sure where I've heard the name before, but I've definitely heard the name. But I can't think what they sound like. I'm not sure if I've heard any of the songs.
Absolutely amazing. This is my favourite song at the minute. It's Your Girlfriend by Blossoms. That's an amazing song. Your Girlfriend by Blossoms on Bolton FM. I told you it was good, Paddy, didn't I?
Hey, it sounds good, didn't it? I was impressed.
Did you love it?
Hey, it was brilliant.
Good. Hey. We've had another message. Right. This dude is called Duncan, and Duncan has sent us a very funny story. He said the school coach is always the best thing about a school trip. I definitely agree on that one. It's all about the coach trip.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but I must say, I did used to go on these trips in school where we were travelling to quite far away places. I did enjoy the coach trips, but some of them, I think some of them were about 20, at least 26, 28 hours, you know, because we were travelling, this one time, we were travelling from, because I was in the, played trumpet in the school band,
yeah.
And it was great. We put all the instruments in the luggage compartment in the coach, because it would have cost a fortune to ship the instruments over by plane, so we went by coach, and it was great fun, great camaraderie on the coach trips. The only trouble was, they were about 28 hours, you know, each way. Hey, but some great times.
The coach trips are the best one. Basically, Duncan has said the best thing, running to bag the back seats on the coach trip, and there was one student who wanted to sit next to the teacher and then always gets mocked for it. He said this was 1986 and Chernobyl had just happened, and we were on the school coach and my teacher was sat with us at the back telling us how we couldn't eat lamb because everyone was terrified of the radiation. And we started to discuss mutant animals and how maybe eating radioactive lamb could kill you. And one of my friends just burst into tears as he revealed he had lamb sandwiches for his lunch.
Oh, hey, that's unlucky.
He got so upset that he went to throw his sandwiches out the window and realised they were actually beef.
Oh, hey, a happy ending.
Laid by James on 96.5 Bolton FM. Before that, you heard To Be With You by Mr. Big. Whatever happened to Mr. Big?
Oh, I'm not sure, Danny. I couldn't say.
Do you know who Mr. Big is, Paddy?
Yeah, I think I recognise the name.
Good.
Did you perhaps play some of Mr. Big on the show in Would I Have Known It from when we did Mid Mornings together?
Potentially.
Oh, yeah, that might be it.
That's it. Me and Paddy used to host Mid Mornings together many years ago. But now you have your country music show. I have the Monday after. It's all right, isn't it? But they're both on the same day. That's what counts.
Hey, that's right. We had a terrific time. A very good, fond memories of when we did the show together.
Lots of exciting times indeed. Tasting baby food in Bolton Market was always exciting.
Oh yeah, that's right. Hey, some very eventful occasions. Brilliant fun.
It was the best. Coming up, we've got some Edison Lighthouse, but first, it's this from Paloma Faith. Dancing with Tears in My Eyes by Ultravox on 96.5 Bolton FM. There's big news in the studio at the moment. Paddy's just found out who Midge-Ure is.
I must say, I've not heard of her. How do you spell? You're saying U-R-E and then midge as in like a small insect.
yeah.
All right. I see. No. I must say, I've never. I've heard of Ultravox, but I've not heard of Midge-Ure.
The lead singer.
Oh, sorry, guys. Gap in my knowledge. I'm afraid I'm in a bit of a bubble, mate, and it's mainly a country bubble. I rarely stray outside of the bubble.
Not too worries. We've obviously been talking about school trips. We've had another message in. This one's from Neil. He said, we went on a school trip to France in May 2001. It was a great experience and learned a lot and had a good time. Which is nice. And also Jenny has been all of them have been a bit wacky so far, so
it's strange to have
a very nice time in France. There we go. Jenny from Nuneaton is also, but do you know where Nuneaton is?
I'm not sure, the name rings a bell, but
Coventry. Somewhere near Coventry.
Coventry, right? It's Coventry. Somewhere near Coventry. Thanks for that.
It's like 10 minutes out of Midge-Ure. From Jenny in Nuneaton says, my best school trip was a visit to London and we went on the London Eye. It stopped halfway round, but we had a game of bogies.
Bogies?
Yeah.
What are bogies?
You've never played bogies? You'll have to play it sometime. You and Paddy next week will have to get you both in Bolton Market.
This sounds like the security will be called.
Bohemian Like You by the Dandy Warhols on 96.5 Bolton FM. We've been talking all day about school trips. We've had a good time, Paddy. You've had quite the first year, haven't you?
Oh yeah. It's been brilliant, Danny. Yeah, it's great to hear everyone's stories. And yeah, funnily enough, I have had quite a few. Strangely enough, it's funny how things work. After you've said thought of and said the school trip you're going to say, suddenly all these amazing ones that you've also been on also pop into mind. So, yeah. And I was like, I went there, and then but some fantastic times on school trips.
One of the best ones was I was in primary school, so talking year 4, year 3, very young, 6 or 7. And our class teacher took us all to the big Asda in Wigan Town Centre. Did a big shop, went on. And that was a school trip to Asda. The Vamps on 96.5 Bolton FM. Obviously, we're talking about school trips today. My dad got in touch. He's here. Sorry, I was reading the message. My dad's here, and my dad did say before that he'd never actually been on a school trip before. So it was like, you've got to have something. So what did you come up with?
Well, when I was in Berlin, I was actually coach driving.
Right.
So I actually took people on a trip.
So you were like Brendan out a coach trip, is that?
No,
Have you ever seen that?
Yeah, I've seen it, but I was the driver, not the guy talking about it. Yeah, I took a bunch of people to Colditz Castle
in Germany.
Yeah.
Did you take them from England or
from Berlin?
And how was that?
From Berlin to Colditz Castle.
How was that?
Well, I think they enjoyed it, the Colditz Castle, but I had to sit on the coach and wait for 5 hours till they came back.
Did you not go to the castle as well?
No, I wasn't allowed off the coach to go and find a little cafe or anything like that.
Oh, hey, that's a bit harsh.
I know.
It was just him and Midge on a coach.
I get you. Oh.
But if they would have told me about this in the first, I would have took some sandwiches or something like that.
Yeah.
But I didn't have nothing. I sat on the coach starving.
Hey, that's a bit ironic that going on a trip to Colditz and getting imprisoned on the coach.
Anastasia left outside alone on 96.5 Bolton FM. I want to say a big hello to Bella and Carl who are listening right now. Hello Bella and hello Carl.
Hello.
Hello.
My mum sent a message in. She said, ask Paddy, does he know Jim Reeves?
Oh yes, Jim Reeves. I love Jim Reeves.
Like
now we're talking. I think he's brilliant. A while back I did a special show actually about Jim Reeves. You know, like a special all about him on my country show.
And when is the country show?
Oh yes, it's tonight. Hey, it's I love it. It's brilliant fun. It's every Monday evening from 6 till 7 p.m. So yeah, tonight from 6 p.m.
Fantastic. Your knowledge of country music is unrivaled, isn't it?
Oh, don't pick me up too much, Danny. Hey, I'm heading for a fall, but I must admit, I do love country. I love reading up about it.
Good.
I love listening to it as well.
Country music is good. You love listening to country music.
Oh yeah.
Well, you're in luck because this is Alan Jackson.
Oh, fantastic.
Be young, be foolish and be happy. The Tams on 96.5 Bolton FM. Before that you heard Tall Tall Trees by Alan Jackson. More country music tonight between 6 and 7. Yeah, Paddy?
Thanks, Danny. Yeah, that's brilliant. Looking forward to it.
It's going to be good. We've got some Duran Duran and Van Halen coming up in just a minute. Jump, Van Halen on 96.5 Bolton FM. You know that song always reminds me of, Paddy?
What's that, Danny?
Have you seen that, my dad watched it not long ago, that Eddie the Eagle movie?
No, I have heard of that one though. Is it with Taron Egerton?
Yeah, that's the one, yeah.
And Hugh Jackman.
Oh, Hugh Jackman as well.
And Midge Ure.
Oh no, he's having me on. Hey, hey, we'll have words after the show. Hey, good job, it's his birthday. I'll let him off, I think.
Coming up on the rest of the day on Bolton FM. Next in, it's Phil with Drive Time. I asked him what's coming up on the show earlier. He just said more of the same. So fair enough. 6 till 7 it is of course yourself, Paddy.
Oh yeah, thanks, Danny. Yeah, looking forward to it.
You'll be there from 7 till 8. It's a classical show with Tony. 8 till 10, the soul session with Steve, and from 10 till 12, it's the rock slot with Josh. That's the rest of the day on Bolton FM. You know, it's my birthday. I don't think I've mentioned it enough today. I'm not as excited as I was when I was 18 and I was last year. And I was like, I'm 18, it's my birthday.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, it's my birthday, and everyone keeps texting me saying happy birthday, old man. I'm not going for that.
I had done it probably because I remember on the 18th was there a big supply of an energy drink, Red Bull.
We had about 5 of them, didn't we, outside? We were just necking them and doing a 2-hour show.
Oh yeah,
which I don't condone. It's very dangerous. Really don't do that. Especially when you have to do something with the day. But it was good. I'm off to the cinema in a minute.
Oh yeah, what you saying, Danny?
We'll see a Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Oh yes, the new Quentin Tarantino movie.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Hey, I love Tarantino. Me and my friends are gonna go see it soon, and my friend's gone on holiday, but when he gets back, gonna go and see it. Looking forward to it.
Good. Make sure you enjoy your country show between 6 and 7.
Thanks, mate.
And I'll see you next Monday at 1 o'clock.
Even all fingers crossed, eh?
Do you not recognise this one? I've not heard this before. Have you not?
What's
Midge.
Alright, how do you spell like Midge as in like a name Midge and then
Ure is U-E.
Oh right, I see it. Ah right. Sorry, I didn't. It must be like Swedish name or something. Is it Swedish name?